Okay, Neha is from Kanpur, homeschooling options. Okay, okay, cool. Page 5 and 9. Nice, right. Um, okay, so my name is Ratnesh, and me and my wife, kind of started uh, technically being with children. We were kind of working with children, but we weren't really doing much. But we were being with them through various programs way back. This was way back 1999. That way back, and within few years of being with all ages of children, right from toddlers to teenagers, we learned a lot of things from them. The best part was we had no background with children or with education. We still don't have any. We have no qualification. We still don't have any. We are the worst qualified people talking to you. But we started observing them, being with them, and trying to understand how do they work? How do these children of different ages work? And we learned a lot of things from them and about learning, lots and lots of things. And not very surprisingly, most of the things were not matching with how the conventional education happens. Yeah. But let me share two things which were really, really significant, uh, what we learned from them. The first thing that we learned from them is that children like to do what they like to do. Does that make sense? Children like to do what they like to do. Okay, you give them what they don't like to do, boom. You allow them to do what they like to do. They can be doing that for days, weeks, months. Just stay with your questions. Please note them down somewhere. Ram and Krishna. Anybody has a question? Please note it down. I'll let me do this small, spiel, and then we will take. Okay. So that is what children like to do. Children like to do what they like to do. In fact, we all adults like to do what we like to do. We don't like to do things which we don't like to do. As simple as that. So that was a big thing. Wow. If children like to do what they like to do, then we can let them do what they like to do. How's that for a trial? The second thing that we really significantly learned from children was that they have all the resources that they need. Yes, all the resources that they need for anything, for learning, doing, growing, experimenting, exploring, enriching, everything. They have all the resources. By resources, I don't mean the physical resources. Obviously, none of us have all the physical resources, right? I may want a jet in my house, but I don't have a jet plane. But they have all the internal resources, all the abilities, is what I'm meaning at. They have all the treasures inside them to learn, to master, to grow in any field, to manage themselves in this world. So these were the two main things, and which led us to start thinking, hey, if we can create a space, because when we looked around, there weren't many spaces in our country where you could just be and learn and do what you want to learn and do, and use your resources, your thinking, your abilities. And in the process of using your resources, your thinking, your abilities, you grow those abilities. You grow those resources inside, you develop them, right? So there weren't many. So we started, obviously, the first child was our daughter of Aarohi. When we started way back in 2008, we started Aarohi formally. And that's, well, the journey has gone from there. So I have two children of myself. My daughter, she's now 27, and she's married and she's doing her own whatever professional journey. But she, after that, never went to school. No 10th, no 12th, no college, nothing. She, all her age, in has been just doing what she likes doing. And obviously, learning by doing most of the times, and obviously from people and other places. And I have a younger son who is now 21. He's also a professional in his field. He has also never gone to school, no 10th, no 12th, no college, nothing. Right. So both the children have thoroughly enjoyed their journey and continue to do so. And obviously, being part of Aarohi, I've had the fortune to work with thousands of families, thousands of lovely children, and have been learning more about children and more about learning. And so many of them have, let's say, done their so-called education by doing things that they like doing. Some of them have later on gone to some professional colleges by giving required examinations if they wanted to or the family wanted to. But many of them have just continued their journey, like my two children. So that's a little brief, introduction. Not so brief, but yeah, kind of starting introduction, you can say, of me and how Aarohi came into being. Um, so what I'll do is I'll now kind of share a small presentation and little more share about. So what is this? What we call as child-based education. What is that? Now, a lot of people use a lot of different terms. Somebody says homeschooling. Somebody says unschooling. We also use the term open learning. But finally, we say that the term perhaps that best describes this whole journey is what we call as child-based education. Yeah. Um, so yeah, any of these terms will do. The free schooling, open schooling, whatever, open college, whatever you want to call it, world education, a lot of different terms, but they're all basically focused on the child, right? Now, if you will say, hey, if we are focused totally on the child and not worrying about other things that normally schools, colleges have. So in a way, the only thing ROE has common with schools and colleges is children. Everything else is not common. Everything else is totally different, right? Then you will say, how do we, what would they learn? So that's the first question people ask. Hey, what do children learn in child-based education? Well, they learn what interests them. It could be tree climbing, it could be crochet, it could be making a rocket, it could be carpentry, it could be guitar, it could be baking cakes. I don't know what they like. Each one likes, immerses into what they like, because life is not about subjects. If somebody's a baker, we don't say, hey, what's your subject? We don't go to AR Rahman and say, hello, Mr. AR Rahman, Mr. Extracurricular. He is not extracurricular. To him, his life is music. So it's a core curricular for him. So why divide things into things like this is more important and this is less important? No, everything is important if it is important to that particular child. And each child's obviously design curriculum would be different. Yeah. So that's what happens in child-based education. We work as per that child. And obviously younger children have lots of different things. We'll talk about that a little more. They may keep changing a lot of different areas. As children grow older, they kind of hang on to fewer things, right, based on their interests. The second thing people ask is, so there is no structure, there's total freedom. We say, no. In fact, there's perhaps more structure here. But the difference is that the structure is created by the child. Yes, a 3-year-old can create, yes, a 10-year-old can create, yes, a 20-year-old can create their own learning structure, their own learning routine. As I was saying, it's a dynamic learning plan because it keeps changing as the child evolves over a period of time, which is the beauty. We need to evolve with the child, not like, fix the child into one curriculum and say, now grow, right? That doesn't make sense to us, at least, because we have seen children, how they evolve over a period of time. And a lot of us have evolved, over the time from our school, college, we have actually changed our jobs, professions, likes, dislikes so much. So why get stuck with some things? Yeah. And most important, when it is designed by them, it is owned by them. So it's driven by them. Yeah. The third thing people ask, okay, so but how does learning happen? How does the child learn if there are no teachers, if there are no classes, if there are no subjects, if there are no textbooks? How does learning happen? We say, anyway, learning happens when we are adults. If today you want to learn something, you will think, oh, I will go and ask my friend, or I will look up Google or YouTube, or I will just do it. And by doing it, I will learn. Just like most of us have learned so many things on the job. Our whole jobs, most of us have learned just by doing the work that was required. And obviously, our colleagues, bosses, subordinates, everybody's helped us. That's because it's so application based, it's so meaningful, and perhaps also more enjoyable. Yeah. So that's how the learning happens. So anybody can teach anybody. There are like million zillion teachers in this world. So then people ask, okay, but how do we know how well we have learned? Well, that's where the self-assessment comes, or self-reflection comes. Because whole of our life, the real person to assess us is us. And if we learn that early, how do we assess ourselves? How do I understand my needs, wants? How do I know what made me lazy at a particular time and what made me work at a particular time? Then I'm really understanding myself, my styles, my ways, my energies, and then I can develop myself in that way. And that's very beautiful, because apart from self reflection, I can look for a lot of feedback, can also track myself whenever or wherever I need to, and I can also build a portfolio which I can present to the world if the world needs to see what I am doing. Right? Finally, people ask, hey, but what about professional journey? You need degrees in this world. We say, no, 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 no. That world is no more. Right? You don't need degrees. Some people may want to do the degree route, which is absolutely fine. You can go into 10, 12 degree system. Absolutely no issues with that. Whoever wants to do it that way. But if you want to do today a journey of passion to profession, where you work on your passion and work with the clients and work in the industry and seek mentors from industry, then industry is very, very happy having people who know what they are doing, who have experience and who have drive to do what they are doing. So these were some of the things that are integral to child-based education. We can discuss more just after a few minutes. I will run you through a little bit about Aarohi. So what we do at Aarohi is we try and understand the child's passions, strengths, talents, capabilities. Actually, we don't try and understand. We help the child understand himself. Why do we need to? Why do I need to understand what's my child's passion? The child should understand what is his passion. And then I can support the child, work closely with the child, help the child develop and nurture whatever his passions are. So then the passion or the interest is not important. The child is important to us. That's where it's called child based education. It's individual, personalized, that particular child. And the best part is it can happen with us right here at Aarohi campus, or it can happen at your home. Your home is a beautiful campus. So uh, that's the beauty of the world. The best part of the learning starts from home, because that's where the child is most comfortable and the child can actually go into what the child likes doing. Yeah. So very quickly, how it actually works at Aarohi. If you are saying, but what does happen in a day? Well, in a day, this is what happens. In the morning, let's say, imagine I am a child. I'll get up and decide, hey, what do I want to do today? Maybe I want to do 5 things, maybe 2 things, maybe just one thing. Maybe I want to fly kites the whole day, or maybe I want to do, play some a particular game whole day, or maybe I want to design something whole day, or maybe I want to do 20 things in the day or 10 things in a day. So I decide first. And in the part of deciding, I also design, okay, if I'm going to make a rocket, whom I'm going to make with, what materials I will need, what resources I will need. Have I checked I've seen a YouTube video, I want to use that to make a rocket. So I do that. And I maybe find some people will say, hey, I want to make a rocket. A few other people, children, younger, older than me, will join in. So that becomes my design of the doing. And then I actually do it. I may fail, I may succeed, that's immaterial. What is really important is that at the end I reflect back. Hey, how was it? What did I learn? What was good? What was bad? What was terrible? What is something I want to continue tomorrow? What is something I don't want to do? I want to leave this, and so on. So that's the cycle that goes on and on and on a day-to-day basis, right? Children deciding what they want to learn and going about designing, doing it, and then reflecting. Obviously, all of us are there to support. That's why we say education is always about interdependence. In fact, life is about interdependence. We are not trying to make children independent. We are trying to make children realize that we are all interdependent. And if we understand interdependence, then we understand how to work with others, how to connect with others, maybe how to be kind to others. I don't know. I'm just trying to say that's the way we work here. So we are like a community with children, parents, adults, all mishmash, all helping each other, supporting each other, supporting, doing two things: doing learning and doing development. Learning is, according to us, something which I don't know and I learn. So for example, I don't know crochet. If I learn crochet tomorrow, that's learning. Developing is what I already have. Let's say I have the skills to persevere, or I have the my muscles, so I can develop my muscles, I can develop perseverance, or I can develop skill to speak. I already know how to speak, I can further develop those skills. So development is what I already know, learning is what I knew want to learn, and that's the cycle that goes on during the day, week, month, year, and years together, right? Um, Specifically at campus, how it works, at Aarohi campus, how it works is we the child designs a personalized learning plan, and we all help. When we say we all, parents, other children, us facilitators, we all together help each one design their learning plan, support them with lots of ideas, lots of thoughts, lots of exposures, lots of resources, and then we also try and see how we can come up with interesting projects, resources, explorations, which will help match what they are looking for to what they need. Yeah. Uh, Third, we also spend a lot of time with the real world. We do actual work with the world. We go out a lot, travel a lot, meet a lot of people, do a lot of real world projects, uh, basically embrace this whole world, because we don't live in one place. We live in this beautiful world, and the whole world is ours. So we consider this is the most beautiful classroom that we have, called planet Earth, and let's use that. So we interact with the whole world at all ages a lot. uh, Also, we have to work on the inside of us, our emotions, our thinking, our social skills, our leadership skills. Here, leadership doesn't mean leading others, but leading myself, my responsibility, my accountability, and so on. So we work both. We go out a lot and we go in a lot, if you understand that, right? Go inside us a lot. So these are the two journeys we keep making. Obviously, along the plan that we have, each one has for themselves. Yeah. And finally, as I briefly mentioned, that if any child in the teenage years, they want to, this is typically for 14, 15 and above, who want to go through the professional journey without getting into 10, 12, college, degrees, examinations, but actually by doing solid work with the industry, then we also have this whole idea of how do we move from take our passion to profession, which includes finding my passion, because most of us, even at 15 or 16, 17, have no idea what we want to do in life. At 15, I had no idea what I wanted to do. So that's the passion to profession journey. Yeah. um, just to clarify once again, if children want to go back into school, sorry, the college route, degree route, like we have the example of Radhika here, who went, gave 10th and 12th, went back to school to give 10th, 12th at 10th standard, and then went to a college. So that option is also there. Or if a child like Skanda, who is with his mom here in the picture, if they want to just do their journey based on their expertise and with the industry, then that they don't require any degrees, certificates, or exams. Both the options are definitely open to people. They decide, the family decides. Yeah. So what is Aarohi then? Aarohi is not a school, definitely. So what is Aarohi? It's a community with loads and loads of families who have done this journey. So you have the experience and expertise of so many, children who have been through it, and including our own children. All of us, our own children, have gone through this journey or going through this journey. So what are the options we offer to all of you? One option we offer is your child can be at campus. This is typically for 9 plus, so 9 to 21 years is children who stay. It's a residential campus. It's in a village. It's away from the Bangalore city, about 60 kilometers, in a tiny village. It's a wild campus, uh, and we all live together here. And we also invite children who are younger, but then the younger children come with a parent, and they stay 1 week in a month. So 1 week in a month they are here, and then the rest of the weeks they are at home. This is typically for families who are close by, either in Bangalore or other cities of Tamil Nadu, because we are near Hosur, so the Tamil Nadu parents can very easily come here. So 1 week in a month, so something like that. And obviously, parents of any child, whether the child is younger or older, can at any time come here, stay with all of us, because we love having parents around. In any case, we love having people around us, right? Because everybody is such an inspiration in this world. Yeah. So that's how we work. We work with people, right? The second thing that we offer is for families who are in other cities who obviously can't be part of the campus. We have an online campus, but not for children. This is for parents, where we support the parents and you work with your child at your home. So that's the Aarohi Deep program, which is very, very ideal for a homeschooling or a unschooling kind of a family. But even if your child is going to school and you want to really deepen the child's learning journey, then that's something that you can consider. Both these, the child coming to campus and you joining Aarohi parents group, uh, parents cohort from your home, both of these are for minimum 1 year, because we need to work on a sustained basis to be able to do things which is meaningful. Yeah, we have one shorter program called Jagrati. This is our oldest program. This started in 2002, and as the word means, Jagrati means to awaken. It's a mind or opening or mind exploding kind of a program. This is mostly with respect to what we call as unparenting unlearning. It is 11 sessions held over about 5 weeks, 2 sessions in a week. Very, very intense, so intense that you will carry it throughout your life. Okay, but you have to put in a lot of effort in it, but it's like totally opens you up to a whole lot of possibilities with which you can connect, work, and kind of add value to both the child and to you as a parent. So that's that Jagrati program, right? So these are the broad three offerings that we have at campus: the deep program for parents at home, and the the deep group, sorry, the deep cohort as we call it, and the Jagrati program, which we do 2 batches in a year. We are doing one batch is going on 67th, sorry, 66th batch is going on. 67th batch will happen in June. Right. So this is what we wanted to share. Our whole focus is on the abilities and on making the child stronger from inside, right? We believe that if I become stronger, then it doesn't matter what work I do, which kind of life I live, which part of the world I live, just doesn't matter, because the strength is inside me. If I'm stronger from inside, that's what is education all about. That's what we believe. Yeah. Let me pause here. I think I took more time than I said I will take. Hope you will excuse me for that. And yeah, let's open this for discussion. You can ask questions. You can initiate discussion. Please, more people on video would be nice. I can have a visual connect. Whoever can come. And yeah, please just simply unmute and start talking. Whoever wants to ask or share something.
Hello, Ratnesh sir. This is Smita
Yeah,
here.
you can just call me Ratnesh.
Oh, okay.
Good enough.
Hi, Ratnesh. Yeah. So, I'm more like is it okay to do it for ninth grader, to do homeschooling? And main thing is that how to do it, like how to go with it. Like she has to go to school or engineering or something, then how, without the report
Okay.
cards or like
First
how?
of all, you have to realize that engineering is only one profession out of perhaps 70,000 professions that exist in the world. Right? Especially in today's world, every profession is respected. You can earn in any field whatsoever. Right? So if you are still stuck with engineering, I would say go to school, get into an IIT, YIT, and go to engineering. But if you are open to the child first finding out what is it that I would like to do in life, right? And if
Yeah.
that is the case, then leave everything aside. If the child wants to do engineering, the child will invariably do engineering, right? For engineering, you don't need to necessarily go to college. You can get into a good engineering job without doing any college, by developing expertise in that field. So the world is very, very different today. People are not, the bigger companies are definitely not looking on degrees. They're looking for people who can do
Knowledge.
what they want to do. So when you're talking about a ninth grader, that's roughly about 14 years, roughly plus minus. That's an age they are already there. They're, to me, 14-year-olds are are like already half professional. You are talking about how will I do unschooling? You don't have to ask Ratnesh. You have to ask your daughter. You have to ask her, dear, what do you want to do today? And you are in charge of your life. Go ahead and start doing it. And what help you need, you ask me. It's the other way around. She will teach you how to do learning. She wants to learn. Actually, all
Yeah.
ages will do that, but a ninth standard, definitely. And if they are looking for company, if they're looking for peers, if they're looking for being part of ROE, that's again a space. So the invitation is to all of you who must be thinking, all of this Ratnesh is talking is nice, nice, nice. But is this really possible? Then come over. Stay with us for a week. As a family, come over, stay with us for a week and experience for yourself how this is happening on a real time basis. When you come here, then you will have no questions because you will
Yeah.
experience everything yourself. Yeah. So that's my
Actually, we.
invitation to all of you, right? A lot of your
Okay.
questions I'll try to answer, but really the best way to answer your question is you yourself answering them by being here, right? I will post that link in the chat also. There are many weeks which are available, but you have to come for a week. It's Monday to Friday. That's important that you soak in into this place and then you realize, okay,
We,
this is how this works. Yeah.
we live in Pune, actually. That's what is.
Yeah, Pune is nearby. For us, everything is
Yeah.
nearby. We have
So
children
we can come to
from
Bangalore.
Ahmedabad, we have children from Mumbai, we have children from Punjab. Pune is nearby, it's almost neighborly. Please come, bring some bakarwari, we will enjoy together.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
great.
a
Thank you.
hi. This is
Go ahead, please.
this is
Request,
Srisham
please
here.
introduce. Yeah,
Yeah, hi.
thank
This
you.
is Srisham here. Thanks for introducing yourself and the institution that you have opened. So I'm just interested to know what are the transformational programs that are available for autistic kids.
Okay, so see, please realize for us, there is nothing like an autistic kid, there is nothing like a this kid, there is nothing like a that kid. Okay, they are only children. When you say child based education, it's based on that child. Now let's leave all these things aside and let's see what this child wants. Yeah, and that child will drive himself.
Okay.
Maybe it is difficult for you to immediately comprehend, okay, how will this child drive? But that's exactly is the power. See, the power is inside the child. Now we have to allow the child to use his power, and the more he or she uses his power, the more he or she becomes strong in it, right? Unless we do that, and we don't need to we have no programs, Shrisham, if you understood my presentation till now. We don't run a program, we just are all together. I am learning every day what I want to learn, and if you come here, Shrisham, you will learn what you want to learn and your child will learn what he wants to learn. Three people learning three different things, or maybe sometimes learning something together. Let's say we may play football together, climb trees together, we don't know what, right? The idea is, can we get each one of us learning what we want to learn so that we can all grow ourselves from inside out? Then only it is child based. Otherwise, it is some format based, model based. There is no model here, there is no format here. Each child is different, each child learns differently, each child grows differently. There is no map, there is no road map. Each child makes his or her own road map.
Okay.
So
Got
you
it.
have to imagine that. I know it is a little difficult to imagine, but I'll help you to imagine. One way to imagine it is when we become adults, when we are out of all this education, then the rest of the life, what do? We do exactly that. We think what we want to do in this week. We decide where to live. We decide what to eat. We decide how to take care of ourselves and so on. Now, just imagine children also doing that for themselves. Obviously, with everybody together.
I have one question on top of that. When you say that they decide themselves, I agree to
Mhm.
that. I
Mhm.
understand that. But to decide, first, I think they need that information that what all exists. So how that
Sure.
will come to, they will come to know that, okay, for example, oh, there are four sports, for example. Then they will say, ki, okay, I'm interested in that, or I want to try that. And then I will say ki,
Sure.
whether I'm interested in or not. But how they will come to know that, okay, these 10 things exist in the world?
Fine.
Is
So
there a
two
way
thoughts.
that
Two
you
thoughts,
have? Yeah,
Deepashri. Yeah, two thoughts. First of all, children in today's world are anyway overexposed. Right? We never had this kind of an exposure with all the media and everything. There's an explosion of exposure. They come up with say, "Uncle, you don't know this." One boy came the other day and said, "Uncle, I'm doing parkour." I said, "You? What is that? Does anybody here knows what is parkour?" See, they are more exposed than us. And I said,
oh,
"What the
okay.
hell is that?" And then he said, "Wait, uncle, wait. I will show you a video, then you will understand. Like this, you will not understand." So, see, that
Hmm.
is what I'm trying to say. They are very, very exposed. On top of that, if we create an ecosystem where exposing, exploring different things is most welcome, where they can meet people, where they can go places, where they can connect with different things and explore just for the joy of exploring. Not that everything I pick up I need to sustain. Right? Like how I have picked guitar some 20 times in my life and dropped it. Right? How does it matter? It doesn't matter. But every time I picked up, I learn guitar. Right? So, like that, children also do. Now, if we allow them to explore, then they will explore and they will get exposed automatically because they like doing that. Right? If they are
So,
very young,
Ratish,
they
I
use.
understand that. I have
Yeah,
a question again on top of it.
sure.
Sorry for the background noises.
No
I have
problem.
again a question on top of it. I understand. So why I'm asking this, I understand there's a lot of exposure already, and true that there is so much everything is available on internet already, and at least the bigger kids definitely have access to mobile. But because my daughter is already only 4 year, and she's not exposed to mobile yet at all, so she's not exposed to the outer world in as such. To be very honest, huh? So
Good.
that's where I was coming from. Ki how
Why
she
are
will
you in
know
a
ki
hurry, Deepashri? Don't
no,
be
I'm
in a
not in any
hurry.
hurry. I am
So
not
please
at all
don't
in
be in a
any
hurry.
hurry.
There is good, there is no whatever she in. I can tell you at least 16,000 concepts of science exist right in your house. Right?
Right.
One
Yeah.
example is
Yeah.
open your mouth wide, blow. Now open your mouth narrow, blow. One is cold, one
Hmm.
is hot. Do you know why? Just
No.
now. It is right in your mouth. One is cold, one
Yeah.
is hot.
Okay.
How is this happening? In 1 second, the temperature is changing. Man, this is
Hmm.
something interesting. You
Hmm.
see, we think we have
Yeah.
to expose children. No, 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 no. They are experimenting with themselves, they're experimenting with whatever is around them. We have to first believe with them that they can do. When my son was 8 months, he took out, some bowls from the cupboard, kitchen cabinet. He was used to crawl at 8 months. And then when he was holding those bowls and he put them on the floor, on the tile floor, the bowl slipped. Okay. And then he realized, I don't know how, that if I use these bowls to crawl, I can crawl faster. And within few minutes, you will see him crawling all over the home with two bowls in his hand. And those two bowls became his mainstay for the next 2, 3 months till he decided enough of crawling, I want to walk.
Right.
Now,
Right. Yeah.
nobody needs to expose my child for the concepts of
Hmm.
frictions, or there's so many. I'm not saying each child will do the same thing. Somebody will do with something, somebody. I can share 8 months because my son was with me at that. I don't have normally eight
Yeah.
months with me, right? So what I'm trying to say is, I think we are too much thinking. The most important person we need to rely on, just like the other person asked this question, is our child. Whether your child is in ninth standard or the child is 9 year or 9 months, we need to learn from the child. The child, in child based education, the child becomes the guru, we become the disciple. We start learning from children. Right at the beginning, I said we didn't know anything about children or learning. And all our learning about children and learning we got from children because they were learning in front of us. We just had to observe them. If we were jumping around telling them how to learn or how to do or what to do, then where we would have learned anything? We would have only told them what we already know.
Yeah.
Right?
Completely agree
So
that we will tell them only what we already know.
the more you observe child, the child will tell you what exposure the child is looking for, wanting, itching towards, and the child will
Hmm.
automatically fulfill or ask for your support. That's it. Simple. Yeah, it isn't very
Okay.
complicated.
Maybe you're right. It's most of the parents, most of them, many a times, including me and my husband. Definitely, most of the parents are overthinking. I completely agree to that for sure. Uh, okay. I have just one follow-up question. Sorry if I'm
Sure.
taking so much time from
Yeah, but
everyone's.
before that, I
Yeah.
would say please come for the Jagriti program. And the Jagriti
Yeah.
program will open you up totally. Right now, you're only looking from few windows. Ah, Riddhi is here. Maybe
Yes.
Riddhi can talk about the Jagriti program. Right, she is in the current batch. So when
I
you
have just one last question for you.
the idea is wait. Yeah, I'm sure you will
Yeah.
have lots of questions.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm very sure one question will lead to 10 more. If a question is not leading to 10 more question, what's the point of a question, right? Question is like a door. The moment you open a door, you have the whole world around you. But the thing is, the more we understand the child and the more we understand how we work as the mom or the dad or whatever, then we can offer a relationship in which we three parent both the parents and the child can completely ignite the education, where education isn't just limited to some subjects or some exposures. It's all about, even let's say, my emotions, my relationships, my thinking, my way of living. It's everything. It becomes my life, right? So my invitation, I can only invite. I'm not trying to market, but I'm trying to invite you to Jagriti program, where I will not tell you anything, no tips, no tricks, no techniques, no answers to your questions, but we will get you to question yourself, and that's where the journey starts. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I think as you mentioned, we'll hear more about Jagriti program too. Uh, just one question that is very, it
Sure.
comes very often and many a times. Whoever I have asked that I want to homeschool, I don't want to send my daughter to a school. Every time people just tell me that because you are a working parent, how you will give that exposure. Generally, homeschooling is good when you are not
No, no,
working
no,
or
no,
you
no.
are
See, all
traveling.
of those people, have they done homeschooling? No, na.
Yeah, like one of few of them.
One
But
of
yeah, they
them.
said,
Yeah,
yeah,
that also they've
traveling
done.
is
Once
good.
one child, come here. I've worked with 18,000 children. I will tell you. No, no, no,
That's
no.
why I'm asking. So,
It's better that you are working, then you won't interfere with your child too much. If you're not working, sitting at home, you will eat her brain whole day. Right? So it's better that you are working. And please realize the child is also working.
yeah, for sure. So,
Yes. So
traveling is not a part of it. You have to like, go to new places every time for
no,
homeschool
no,
kids.
no, no.
It's
All that is also
not
not required.
something that,
Not required. All of these are fabrications by people. Please discover for yourself.
yeah,
See,
yeah, that's, I
homeschooling or
wanted to know.
unschooling is not a formula. You are saying we don't want to follow a formula so that we can explore this beautiful world and this one life that we have got together, right? In a beautiful way. That is the whole definition of homeschooling, unschooling, child based education, whatever. We both, all together as a group, as a team, want to live together to explore this beautiful world. And out of that will come out professional skills, social skills, self skills, this skills, that skills. All of that will come out automatically. Right? So the idea is not that you get locked up. Yes, a lot of people will say a lot of things. Okay. But I will tell you one thing. Listen to everybody, but finally listen to your child and yourself. Those two are the important, those three, meaning whatever is your family size, all of you are important. Then the rest of the people who will say they are experts. Definitely, I'm not going to give you any answer. So if you ask me also, Ratnesh, what should I do? I'll say, how do I know? Ask your child. Right? Okay. Yeah. Let's move ahead. More questions, more thoughts. I had
Hi.
seen Jayakumar's
Um,
hand. Just one moment. Jayakumar has raised his hand some 10 minutes back, I think. Yeah. Let me.
Hi, this is
Yeah.
Madhu here.
Yeah.
Actually, I've joined this program just to explore a little. And
Sure.
about my second daughter, she's been doing homeschooling since the beginning. I have two daughters, and both of them has been in homeschooling. They've never
How
been to a
old are
school.
they?
I'm actually exploring for my younger one. She is around 12 years.
Okay.
So she
Sure.
has a question. Is it okay if you can talk to her?
Sure. Why not?
Hi.
Hello.
I have read all the websites, everything you have to offer in Chrome,
Superb.
in Google, in WhatsApp, all the links you've sent me. And from all I've learned, you are not a school. You're not teaching anything like subjects or anything in particular.
Absolutely. Both the points absolutely correct.
Okay.
Do you want
So
us to
what?
teach you?
No, I want to know what we're going to be learning.
That's what I'm asking. Do you want us to teach you, or do you want to learn whatever you want to learn?
That's what I don't know yet.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That means everything in this world is available at your to you. You have to decide. You go ahead, explore something today. You will not like it. Say tomorrow I want to explore something else. Till you find something which you really like. Then you go more deeper into it. Then you may after 6 months you may say, enough of this now. I want to try something else. Go ahead. That is your age to explore this beautiful world and explore yourself. What is it that ignites you? What is it that sets you on fire? You will only know by when you start doing it, isn't it? How can a book tell you, or a person tell you this is what you should do? Now you have to find it yourself. You have to discover yourself.
Okay.
So I can't teach you, na? Correct, na? Can I teach
Yeah.
you?
No, you can't.
That is why there's no need of any teaching. You discover you. You are the only one who can discover yourself. Obviously, with help of everybody. I'm not saying we are not there. Your parents are there. We are there. Everybody's there. Yeah. If you have more
Yes,
questions, feel free to ask more questions. Yes, Krishna. Yeah.
I have none.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Whoever has a question or a thought, please go ahead, Krishna. Yeah.
Okay, just a little observation. I mean, what you just told this girl right now, I think you were just answering her on the go. But when you say something like you're the only one who can learn you, it sounds a bit esoteric, no?
But that's the practical thing. It's not esoteric. Please tell me how else do you learn about yourself?
No, I get what you're saying, but it was just an observation. It just ran through my head. But other than that, there were a couple of things I wanted to check on.
Sure, sure.
One thing is, see, there are like I mentioned when I introduced myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one child, one boy.
Mm-hmm.
Name is Madhava, and he's just about to turn 3 next month. So I had a bunch of questions when the session started, but while you ran through your presentation, some of them got answered. Since I'm living in Hosur, it's very much possible for me to come to the week-long sessions. I'm very much looking forward to that at some
Sure.
point. Since this is the first time I'm attending today,
Sure.
I think I will just spend a few weekends attending your session. Today I'm attending solo. My thought was that in the coming sessions, I will also bring in my family
Sure.
to also join in so that they can get a feel. My parents, I live with my parents also,
Mm-hmm.
and my parents are game for this.
Please bring
My
them also. Whenever you are coming, even if you come for a 1 week visit,
Yes,
which is what, please bring your parents also. We love having grandparents, parents, children, anybody and everybody. So that's
sure.
the, yeah,
And um, um, well, there is at present what I'm faced with is some challenges convincing my spouse to go along with this. She's not entirely convinced.
Please
So,
don't convince. Please don't convince.
I'm not even trying because I don't know how to. So, on the other hand, my thought was once maybe she also joins in these sessions and gets a feel of it, eventually it will come. That's my hope. And but what I'm most keenly looking for is this alternative, since you have done this all this while, and you're showing people how to do it. I think it's just coincidentally fortunate for me that proximity is one challenge that is not there
Sure.
as
Yes, yes.
as
So that's
compared
a
to other
good
people
plan.
who are
That's a good,
living.
yeah. Sorry. So that's a good plan. Attend few more Saturday meetups. If your wife wants to attend, great. And yeah, let's interact. And as in when you find the space, please come over. There's also an option for a half day visit on a Thursday, if that works for you or for anybody else. But mostly we don't encourage it too much. What we like is people coming and staying for a week, because that's when you really experience it. The half day visit is just to get a sense or the feel of the place and so on. Yeah.
I'll probably, since you mentioned that, that might even work
Yeah, just connect with
to.
me on WhatsApp on that, whichever.
Yeah,
The calendar is there on our website. You
yeah,
can go through that and it will tell you which Thursdays are available and which weeks
yes.
are available. I'm sharing the links also of the experiencing week calendar. Yeah, sure. Okay, more
Yeah, thank you.
questions, more people. There
Yeah,
are a lot
I
of
mean,
people.
do we need to call before coming for on any particular
Absolutely.
day? Or?
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying. There are only two options. Either you come for a week. For that, there is
okay.
an online form in the link given in the chat. And if
Mhm.
you're coming for a Thursday, you have to WhatsApp the Aarohi number. I'll give the number also just in case you don't have it. And we will give you the time plan and we will tell you the availability also. Right?
Okay, yeah.
So yes, there is no walk-in option at all. Uh,
Mhm.
since we are a residential campus and we are a open learning kind of campus, so what happens is children and everybody here plans their day. So we can't have suddenly somebody coming in and then we leave everything and then attend to that. So that's why we have scheduled a day.
Got
Yeah.
it, got it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Who wants to share or ask something? Grace, you want to ask something?
Hi, Ratnesh. So I've already sent you my
I've
messages.
already sent you my reply also, right? You
How
have
things
two
are
powerful
listening
teachers,
to you
Grace.
now.
Start learning. They
Ratnesh
will
and
do the
I'm
Jagrati for you. I think your video froze, Grace. I can't hear you. Okay. I think her video is frozen. Meanwhile, others, whoever wants to ask something or share something.
uh,
Yeah, please feel free to ask whatever is coming to your mind or whatever you would like to explore more. Ram, if you're speaking to us, at least I can't hear you. Can others hear Ram? I can't hear Ram.
Again.
Yeah, now I think we heard you. Just say something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's working. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry for the last time.
no problem.
I'm saying that this is my first time any kind of information regarding this homeschooling. I just heard a couple of my friends are doing that. Now I have many questions and I have a lot of doubts, and I know it can't be solved or answered in one day. My important question is like if I start and if I wish to go back, is there a way back or going back to the school, or if I start, then there is no options to going back?
Yeah. First of all, see, you have to understand that there is no back. Okay, for any child, all the options are available at any point of time.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, so, for example, you can even at an age of 50 years, you can give a 10th standard examination. Just giving you, and that too by central government of India. It's not even like it's run by some scamster. So that is the kind of openness the country has for all forms of education. So you can move in and out of any option as many times at different ages. There is absolutely no barrier. All the options are available to everybody. Yeah, it's like
Okay,
saying,
and
oh, if I do
yeah.
entrepreneurship, can I go back to my job? Obviously you can do that, right? It's very similar to that. Just because you have moved out of a school, that particular school may not take you back if that school has a different policy.
I
So
understand.
many
I
others.
understand.
Absolutely. So don't even worry about it. And there
Yeah.
are enough examples of children who have done back and forth, back and forth. Yeah.
Okay, second question is like we stay out of India, so we have to do everything online, or I mean, what are the options for people who stay outside India?
Okay, I had shared the options. We have a residential campus, so either the child can be here with us. That is one option. That depends on you and the child whether that's an option you are looking for. Otherwise, uh, at your home, we can only work with you as parents, and you work with the child, right? So
Okay.
that's also an option. Your home is a beautiful campus. The whole world is available to you and your child, so you can actually, you know, go in
Yeah.
that direction.
And one more thing, if my child keeps on changing his interest, then how does
then
that work? Like,
then that means your child is a child.
and
the, the
I'm
children are
pretty
designed to
much
be
sure he will do that.
explorers. Yeah,
I'm pretty
children
much
are
sure he will do that. Yeah.
right. Children are designed to be explorers. Some of us continue to our whole life being children, but children are designed to be explorers at 13, at
Then what would
15, at
be then what
18, at
would be
20.
his what would be his job profile? I mean, job
He will
outside.
find it. He will find it. Are you in a great hurry? Do you want him to be a professional
No,
at the age of 10? No, no. Okay,
no,
give him
not that.
time. Give him time. He will find it. The urge will come from inside him. The narrowing of options will come from inside him. Yeah.
Mm.
We are too worried. We want future to be fixed today. Oh, come on. The joy of finding my future is far more important than the fear of futures we carry as parents. And we end
How
up
do
gifting our children this anxiety, this fear. We say, come children, come, we will give you a beautiful gift called fear and anxiety of future. Tera kya hoga kalia. That was the that was a dialogue of a Hindi movie long back, super blockbuster movie. But I think we are too much stuck with that. We should work with the child to make the child stronger, not the future stronger. Who knows about future? The world is changing so rapidly, right? So
okay?
I am not
I'll
even prepared for future. Forget preparing my child for future.
I agree with you, sir. I'll try to explore more. And my wife is asking a question like, how would be his social life? How about his friends? And if he go to school, he will have a continuity of with friends and other people. So now, if
Now suddenly every age group can be a friend. I can go and make a friend with a, if a child is 10 years, he can make a friend with a 15-year-old, 25-year-old, 45-year-old, 85-year-old. Why are we restricting that 10 years old has to make friends only with all 10 years old? Right? That's not life. We don't even
yeah.
marry the same age person. So life is not about being with the same age people. Life is about exploring. He will find friends. If he needs friends, if he wants to play with people, with children, he will find them. It's not too difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. And one last question, I don't want to take time from other people as well. So if you reach age of like say 20, 21, and he is searching for the jobs, then companies might ask for transcripts or certificates. Then how we are going to make that kind of
I
profile
don't
for?
know. I think again you missed the first part somewhere. So there are two options. If the child wants to get a degree, the child can still get a degree.
Okay.
If the child wants to work through what we call as passion to profession, where the children make their own portfolio of actual work they have done in that industry, and based on their work they get either employed or get clients, depending on whether they are self-employed or entrepreneurial, or they are looking for a
All
salary
right.
job. So it's
Thank you.
based, it's
Thank
a
you.
portfolio based, and today's world is already moving towards portfolio. Even with a degree, people have to attach a portfolio of things I
I
have done.
agree with you. I'm a teacher. I'm trying to get it done for my undergrad students. So I am I'm available.
Absolutely. It's a,
Thank
it's
you, sir.
a totally portfolio based work world that is already there in place, and it's going to more and more evolve in that direction.
And let me explore more, and I'll
Sure.
come back to you. And if I get a chance, maybe after a couple of weeks, I'll join one more session and I'll ask more details, sir.
Please, please.
Thank,
And if
thank you.
if
Appreciate
and if you are
it.
traveling to India, then please come and spend a week here. I know for you a week might be a big time, but do that. Then you will understand how it is actually happening, because then you will yourself experience it.
Sure, sir. Sure.
For parents who are in the country, obviously it's much easier for you to try out, come for a week. Yeah. Okay.
Ratnesh,
Can
can
I
you explain? Uh, Sorry. I was just checking if you can say more about the 1 week program and the Jagriti program. What's the difference? I'm little confused. Are they same or they are different?
When you say 1 week program, which program are you
So
referring to?
when there was a 1 week stay, like there was a where you mentioned, right? 1 week stay
Oh, that is for the
at
younger
Aarohi
children.
campus.
It is not a okay. 1 week stays just to experience Aarohi. Okay, that is
Right,
one
correct.
option. And there's another option where that is for younger children to come with a parent. Let's say your child is 5, 6, 7, 8, like that age. You come, then you don't stay here on a continuous basis. Every month you come for a week. That is another option. So these are both options for you coming to the campus, if that is what is interested. And if you also obviously these are also practical if you are staying close by, right? The 1 week coming as and experiencing is totally to experience how uh, whatever you want to call it, homeschooling, unschooling, open learning, free schooling, whatever you want to call it, happens in real time. Yeah. Now, Jagriti program, as I told already, it's a program to which will give you a lot of different perspectives. So I'm assuming you have, let's say, 100 perspectives into, let's say, child and learning and development. We will give you some 200 more, 500 more perspectives. Now, we're not trying to say the way you are doing or whatever you are doing is wrong or right. Whatever you are doing is perfect, it's beautiful. But if you have more choices, you can see sometimes use some other choice and sometimes use other choice. Now, the choice I'm talking is not about technique, but it's about perspective. It's how you look at the child, or how you look at yourself as a parent, or how you look at learning and education, or how do you think about growth. All of these uh, we can open up a lot more perspective. Okay. The problem what has happened is over the years, because of the way the whole thing is worked, we are only being shown some ways. Do it this way, do it that way. Okay. And that's it. There is no other option. No, 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 no. There's so many other ways if we actually understand the child. Yeah. And what we have learned is learned from children. By working with them, they only made us understand, oh, we can do it this way also. We can understand it that way also. So
And
yeah, which
Jagriti
is
is
why, just one moment, let me connect back to Krishna. He said that's very esoteric. I would say, Krishna, what I've learned is children are able to take these understandings straight on. We think these are esoteric, they don't think of it. In fact, they are far more ready to understand that, okay, this is about me. I am the leader, I am the one responsible for myself. And for us, that is the whole thing. The child based education is all about children realizing that they are the leader for themselves. The day they take themselves seriously, our job is done. Then we don't have to do anything at all. Uh, and mind you, the most children who are the fiercest leaders of themselves are the toddlers. the 8 months old, the 1 year olds, the 2 years old. These are the children who are already totally in leadership of themselves. We have to run around them, do what they are asking us to do, right? They decide when to eat, when to sleep, when to dance, when to bath, when not to bath. So they are like fierce leaders, right? Now, if a 1 year old can be such a fierce leader and also learn all kinds of things, including learning one or two languages, right, without anybody teaching anything, then that's the power at one. Why should we think that the power reduces? The power can only increase as they grow older and older, because they are getting more and more developed in that sense. So that's the beauty of the moment we think about the children as powerful individuals. So that was an example, the if you're saying, so Jagriti is all about, let's say, if we start looking at child as a powerful individual, what will that do to me, first of all, as a parent? So just giving you one example, and then I start understanding, right? Oh, it can happen this way, it can happen this way. I'll share with you maybe after the session, maybe by tomorrow, I'll share a small story of a child, and how the moment I believe that the child has the power, how the child shows me a way. This is a very young child, just about 3 years old. Right. So if a 3-year-old child can show me the way, then obviously a 13-year-old or a 10-year-old or a 20-year-old is already having that much more power. That's the whole
Uh,
idea of Jagriti.
can you
Yeah.
share like any link or anything for Jagriti? One
I,
is
I
that
I already shared. Let me
in the
once.
chat link. Okay, the
Yes.
experience the experience link will have it.
No. Experience link is for coming for a week. I'm sharing again.
Okay,
The Jagriti program has its own link.
great. And second
Ratnesh,
question
I
is,
have to
Jagriti happens every is there a
Twice a year.
fixed time of the cohort? Like
Yes.
this, you mentioned the
Yes.
67th is coming.
Yes. The registrations are already going on for the 67th batch. It's in June. Yeah, it's
And yeah,
one
I was
batch in
asking, is
Jan,
it
one
happen
in
like
June.
twice in a week, twice in a year? Is it something like that? Because
Yeah,
it might
twice
be
in a year.
possible that June is not possible. So when is the next? I'm more
Yeah, you
curious
see the
to.
schedule and then you decide. Yeah, it is there already.
Okay,
The next batch is already listed.
great. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank
yeah.
you.
Ratnesh, I have a lot to share with you.
Please.
I missed you on Friday, our sessions were there, no? I was in Jagriti. I
Sure,
was
sure.
missing the mind-boggling truths you land upon so easily on us, no? And that's why I've come here to just see you talking and bombing. But hey, you are very patiently talking with all of those parents. No, there you tend to just stop, and you tend to say wait. No.
See,
I
there
was
you have
saying,
signed up for Jagriti, so you should be bombed totally, right?
yeah, that bombing
Yes.
only I
I
was
have already
missing. That's
told
why I
Jagriti is a
came here.
very intense program. You can connect with Riddhi. She's going through that. So it's a much more intense program. The
Yeah,
whole
and
idea is to shake up. Yeah. Go ahead, Riddhi.
more,
Sorry.
more, more I have to share. Yeah.
Please,
So
please.
the thing is that you have changed my life. Yeah, I'm so grateful to you. I don't know how to put it in words. And if I could meet you, that's why I was asking also, because my husband and I know that I don't want to convince him, and he will get to on the same page. He will get there someday. But I'm so eager to meet you, and
Sure.
with Aditi and all the whole campus. I want to experience that. That's my eagerness I was coming from. So
Absolutely.
the windows you have opened, no, the perspectives, things, and the whole thing is life changing. My kid is 1.4, and the way I didn't know how to parent kind of thing. No, the best thing is to parent is to don't parent, and that I have learned. Now I am working out through that window. So
Sure. Thank you. And looking
thank you
forward
so
whenever
much.
you are able to come over. There is no hurry. Okay. We are still connected in many different ways. So whenever you are able to come. Yeah.
Uh,
So much.
Your
Bottom of my
voice
heart.
was
Thank you for
breaking.
Jagriti.
Thank you. Thank you, Riddhi. Yeah. I think Smita wants to
mm,
say something. Yes,
yes,
Smita.
sir. Sorry. My daughter Radha wants to ask something, I think.
What?
What?
Sure.
No, I
So
don't.
she was saying that She wants to do marine biology, and she wants
Okay.
to go to Harvard, Boston College.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what is also the thing. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, like, and she don't want to do school in like Indian schools. We just came
Uh-huh.
back from USA last year, like really
Okay.
late.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what is the thing. So I don't know then how to go with it, like, you know, if it's
Okay. I
homeschooling
think
and if
she
she wants to
knows.
go.
Maybe you don't know, but she knows. Do you know, dear, what to do next?
You know?
Uh, I don't know.
That's a good place to start. Okay. See, the
I
idea is
I
very simple, dear. The idea is very simple. If you like something, you say you already like marine biology, right? Go for it. Go so deep
But
into it right now. Okay. You will find books, you will find videos. You go actually into the sea wherever possible, however possible. Okay. And actually get into marine biology so much that by the time you are another 5 years, people would be calling you. We want you to be part of our whatever institute, organization, research, whatever, whatever.
but it's not only that, but I also want to like uh the US school system specifically is just something I find a little better. And
Mm-hmm.
I like how they teach us. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't only want to learn biology, but I want to learn all the subjects, but I don't know how to do that without a proper teacher. And I can't, and like I came here and I feel like in all the schools the teaching isn't proper, like the way they teach. Like it's all in lectures and like there's no like creative or like at like labs or like nothing like that. There's like just lectures and like reading out of books. So I don't, and then we don't have a lab in our house or like we don't exactly have the exact teachers from a subject because I definitely want to like continue like all the subjects, but I don't know how to because I don't want to go to the schools here because they don't properly teach me. But
Mm-hmm.
then at the same time, I don't know how to do it at home.
Okay. Uh, See, if you're limiting yourself to the subjects learning, well, I'm sure there are options or there are people whom you can find who, if you're looking at being taught, then I would still suggest look for schools which can actually match your expectations because you are talking about subjects and you're talking about being taught. Then the best place is the schools, no doubt about that. But you may not have found it yet. Look more look more for schools which will match with your kind of expectations. I'm not saying that they
But
aren't schools which is only lecture based. There are a lot of schools also depending on which city you are or where you are ready to live and where you want to go to. The point is you have to decide if you're looking for subjects, if you're looking for teachers, then the best place is a school. Find a school
no,
which connects with you, connect with. Yeah.
I mean, also, like in India, like we live in Maharashtra right now, so there's like this like giant force field of like Marathi, and then I don't know how to speak Hindi at all, so I take French instead. But I'm not
Hmm.
that good at it, even though I learned it there. So then that's another reason I don't want to go to school. Also, here I feel like the creativity part of school is very low. It's way more, oh, we're just gonna teach these kids, and then we're just gonna yell at these kids. And more
Yeah,
than the
yeah.
yelling,
So
there
that's what
isn't
I'm
any
saying. Maybe
creativity.
you have experienced the schools which are like that, and most of the schools are like that. But there are schools, okay. I don't know. As I said, you'll have to find schools which match with the kind of expectation. Okay. There is also Krishnamurti schools. Maybe you want to try that. There is one in Sahyadri Hills, which is I think somewhere near Pune. I could think of in Maharashtra one of such schools. But as you very clearly say that you want to pursue subjects, you want a teacher, and you want that kind of a school kind of a setup, then find a school which matches you. But then it may not be there in the city that you live in. You may have to live elsewhere. So that's a choice you will have to make.
But also, like, sorry, last
Go
thing
ahead. Go ahead.
is like I want to put more of a focus on science, like chemistry, physics, and biology. And I wanna and obviously work on math too because you have to know math to do science. And but I also want to work on other subjects like English. So I don't know what to like do, because if I'm more of a science leaning person, and I
Sure.
personally find that here it's not very science leaning. Like if you like, personally, I think a lot of people lean more towards ICT and Marathi. Like I feel like too much is being like, I mean, India is an IT hub. There's a lot of IT in India,
No,
like
no,
compared to
I
America, for
beg to
sure.
differ. There's a lot of IT, but as I'm saying, you haven't found the school which is gives equal or maybe more importance to the kind of subjects you are looking at. You, but then you have to be prepared to be not in the city where you are already living. You will have to sacrifice something if you want to find a specific school. Look for schools like I gave you one example. I don't know how that school is. I've never been there, but I'm just saying, look at JK schools, Chidu Krishnamurti schools across the country, or look at other places where there is a lot of emphasis on science, and other subjects. Yeah, you'll have to explore more. So get onto the Google, research, find more places where you can actually go and study if that's what you are looking for.
And also, just like last thing, could is like a good alternative, like just like doing different classes and like doing more of a specific subject's class, doing less of another subject's class, like throughout the day.
So in short,
I
she
mean,
don't want to go to school. She's just asking like, can I do my study through classes like that more than going to school because of the
sure, but
school
you should find, you should
substance
be able to
management.
find so many classes for so many different subjects which suit your needs. So then you're trying to find so
Yeah.
many things, It's like you need then 10 different classes for your 10 different needs, whatever needs you have, right? That is also an option. I'm not saying that option is not a feasible option. Um,
Mhm.
uh, so since you are very specific about subjects, but if at any point of time you gravitate towards one field, let's say marine biology, just taking as an example, since your mom mentioned it, then actually you don't need school or college. You can actually go deeper into one field. Automatically you will collect concepts and skills from related fields. Like you said, I might need a little bit of maths, okay, but I would need more of, let's say, a little bit more of physics in marine biology, and so on and so forth. You will automatically pick up those concepts without actually uh, getting into subjects. I know of a girl who was doing college in marine biology, and then she went to Andamans and started did a diving course, okay, and then she got so much in love with the animals, fishes, everything down there. She left the college in between, very much against her mother and father's wishes, and stayed back in Andaman. And now it's about what now, 5, 6 years, and she's there. She dives every day. She lives there. She lives with the complete marine life. Right? So that is when you have a passion. You find your own ways to fulfill your passion. You don't do it in a classroom. You do it deep inside the ocean. Right? What better place to learn and understand and live and make a difference for all the marine creatures than being inside the sea? So I'm just giving you an example. Uh, but right now, since you're more looking at subjects, you will possibly either have to, yes, as you said, use a combination of classes, or you will have to find another school, which could be a residential school, which gives the importance to the kind of science that you are looking for without necessarily giving importance to Marathi and Hindi and second language, and they allow you for French and all that. I know Rishi Valley schools do that, so you can try that, or you'll have to look for more options. Yeah.
Thank
I'm not
you.
really an expert on schools because I haven't really traveled much into schools. But at any point of time, you want to make a journey into a particular field, that's where I can guide you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a great
Okay.
information.
All the
Thank you.
best.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, we are at 6:25 and we're supposed to do this from 5 to 6. So that's okay. So we'll pause here after this lovely conversation. And yeah, please stay connected. You can always join back here, listen in, ask questions, however it works for you. And yeah, if you need any information, I've shared my WhatsApp number. I'm sure most of you are already connected on WhatsApp. So just you can ask there and we can support you and take it from there. And anybody wants to come and stay with us, experience Aarohi, then yeah, we have about 6 weeks now in March and April. And but then we are closed for May, and partly for June we'll not have experience week, but somewhere around mid of June we will again start the experience weeks. Yes, Krishna.
Um, since this session is recorded, is it available for viewing?
Yes, yes, yes. Not just this, the previous many orientations, because each time questions are different.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That I will be
Because,
sharing that playlist. You can take it from
okay.
there. Are you already part of the WhatsApp group?
I just joined. I think I rejoined today. I don't know if I had joined earlier because some months back I had messaged and I had gotten a link, but then I couldn't attend that session. So I just this morning I messaged again. So I think I'm part of the group because it appears on my WhatsApp. So I
Sure.
think I
Yeah.
am.
If you're part of the group, you will automatically get it. Right.
Okay.
If you find that you're not part of the group, just ping me. I will send you the link to join the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice week and stay connected. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you, Rajneesh.